Smooth. Hobo sandpaper for the win. Yep. I got the finish smoothed out with the paper bag trick. Throwing on some lugs. Bill's dialing in the length of wire necessary. So we're gonna make those before installing them on the drum.
I think it'll be a lot easier.
Just a little finicky work to find the length that we liked. Yeah. That's what she said.
You.
It's the community screws for those wonderfully awkward Lady and the Tramp moments. So if my average is 2 minutes 40 seconds to put on 5 lugs minus 2 screws, and you took 2 minutes to string up the wire.
I'll time one of these.
Maybe if we'd really jammed, we're 5 minutes a drum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also be smart, and before I put that last one together, I'm actually gonna measure the hole offsets and write it down.
Good idea.
And then lose that piece of paper.
Yeah. Should probably have a Google Doc where we keep things like that for, like in case this weird project ever comes up again, doc, you know?
Well, if it follows the pattern that my life usually follows, if I write it all down, it will never come up again.
If I don't, definitely gonna have to.
Okay, so being playable with a bearing edge was not part of the spec, but you know we couldn't not put a bearing edge.
Yeah, I mean, that's legit.
Yeah, it's like an ultra speed tom.
Yeah, totally. You know, if somebody wanted to put a little kind of mini timbale type situation on their kit, just throw that in a snare stand, be good to go.
You could even get one of those, what are those, half snares on the spring-loaded clip, and just put it to the lug.
Snare under there, yeah, totally. Like a little mini kind of busking snare or something.
So that's 15. I wrote down all my specs. They get shipped like this.
Yep.
I got the 75 T-rods, washers, and Woodshed is printing custom heads, right?
Yeah, because it's, I don't even know what organization this is for, but these are going to be like trophies or awards or something for, I don't know what, but they're going to print some custom heads so that, you know, as a wall hanger, it'll just be kind of like, you know, this on the wall, and whatever the organization is printing on the head will be there. So the guys at Woodshed are going to print those, and then, you know, put the heads and the hoops on in their shop, and so as far as we're concerned, these are done.
And this is how we did the wire. Bill bought a bulk picture frame hanging kit. He fiddled with one to get the length, used the actual clips they give you with the ferrules, and we just put it under one of the lug screws. Made it short enough that it pulled tension so the drum would stay snug against the wall and give enough clearance for command hook or the metal hook with the nails or whatever you want to do. Staged out of the dust. One of the bobs pretty much done. Snare's got to dry and then they'll get trimmed. Just finishing up the drag rope on the second bob. Crescent's getting a couple stability repairs because it's going out for rent. And I'm gonna sand this one back, but 3 lines are coming off that board in a matter of minutes.
Yay!
Okay. Where the heck is the thingy? There it is. Okay, ready for more spray there, buddy.
Sweet.
That's not what we want. Someone's been in here before because they have rounded a good number of these. This one's toast.
Well, good thing we don't need to reuse those. But, oof. Look at these two and tell me if you think it's better or worse.
It's better for now. My concern with whiteout is
how does it hold up? I have no idea.
how's it hold up and does it attract dust and grime?
I don't know. I just thought, well, A, I don't have any white acrylic paint, but also because this stuff has kind of a texture, I thought maybe it would get in between the fibers and stay there.
What's the worst that could happen? You could send them a picture of it with your possible fix, and then let them choose.
Yeah.
I thought you had acrylic paint. I could have brought white acrylic paint.
I have, well, I just don't think I have any white. I have black. I can get some too, right? But yeah, I'm gonna send them a picture.
Nice. Oh yeah. Really nice even chamfer in there.
Sweet. Okay, I think that's the move. I just part them, then use a file to get rid of the burr, and then use this, and then move on. Important to keep in mind that I have no idea what I'm doing.
I think that's apparent.
Cool.
So he had to make a steel bushing for the chrome carry. Figured he'd batch stuff out while he was doing it. Try to dial in his order of operations and
Speed it up a bit.
part, file the outside, chamfer the inside, repeat. Now let's see how this one goes.
But that was pretty smooth.
While he plays with that toy, I've been working on this. Customer brought it in, he didn't like the snare response. So I swapped the 2 feet wide snares with some pure sound. It sounds okay. I think the actual issue was the head. You just couldn't get tight contact with these bearing edges. No matter how much tension you pulled, it was still a wrinkly mess. So I just took the heat gun to it. Sounds pretty good. Gonna try putting back on the wide as all get out snares and see where we get. It's a Dunnett Ron from Canadia. She was a bit of a struggle fest, but once Bill and I figured out, or he remembered and I figured out, that this whole throw can travel. It's basically these bolts are square-headed bolts and they run in a T-track. So we weren't getting enough throw because the angle was really odd. So I raised this as far as I possibly could. Had the narrow snares on there, sounded pretty good. Put the big fatties back on there.
Yeah, I forgot that with those, all that Dunnett hardware, like, he wants people to buy them as like snare drum upgrades. So he does that T-track thing on the back so that
universal.
Like, yeah, it doesn't matter what the hole spacing on your drum is. You can just put one of these on without having to drill, which is a cool idea. But for some reason, this thing was set up all wrong.
Or it was set up right and just over time it creeped down. We don't know.
Yeah, that could be too.
Here's a bunch of carries with the steel bushing. Also, I failed to mention that this large, gigantic surface plate showed up.
Surface plate.
700 and some pounds.
Yep.
Got it for a reasonable price.
Yeah, crazy cheap actually, which was nice.
Looks like it's on some kind of CNC stand or something, I don't know.
I mean, it looks like it's been around a bit, but I ran an indicator over it, and for the most part, it's like really, really flat. So like within a couple of 10,000ths, I mean, it's flat.
We have to revisit our organization, but
yeah, we'll figure out something cool to do with it.
Let's clean up the board. Okay, what do we got?
Well, let's see. This one is all the way done, ready to ship. This one is the thing you just figured out. This one's done. I mean, you know, if I play it when the snares are dry and there's a problem that requires adjustment, then yeah, but I feel pretty confident that that one is good to go. Woo! Boom! Yeah.
Typical BALES fashion, I turned a 30-minute project into 2 hours.
Like you do.
Some of it wasn't my fault. Some of the holes were warbled. Some of them had collisions. Boxed it in to keep dust out. Got the clamps and the bends back up. Bill worked more on the hoop with the metal. Where's it at?
The blanks are over here.
Aluminum blanks. Shaping to fit the hoop. Doesn't make a lot of sense yet, but it will. We kind of fell off with filming later in the day because Bill put on a 90s playlist and, you know.
We were rocking out.
Yeah.
Nostalgia style.
Yep.
It was awesome. You missed it.
Working with tunes on might be the demise of vlog videos. I gotta say.
Yeah. You got a point.
I miss the tunes.
Yep.
Alright, well, we'll see.